Hi, welcome back. Welcome to this forecourt film for this absolutely beautiful 2015 BMW 3 Series Touring. This is an extremely rare model. It's actually the 328i petrol model. Features the newer BMW twin power turbo petrol engine. Was only around actually for a couple of years and then replaced with the 330i, which actually only increased the power by 2 brake horsepower. So essentially the vehicles are exactly the same, just the different sort of badging denotion on those ones. Obviously traditional 328i's would have been a 2.8 litre petrol engine with 6 cylinders. The 330 obviously exactly the same as well, 6 cylinder and then a 3 litre engine. Obviously the newer style BMWs have been moving to smaller power, but with the turbocharging, and the car is absolutely stunning all the way around. I'll sort of talk you around the overall condition of the car and just sort of point out some of the features that this particular car has. Now this car has been upgraded with the M Sport Plus package. The items that you sort of see on the outside, in addition to the normal M Sport specification, would be the xenon headlights at the front, the upgraded 19-inch M Sport alloy wheels. Now, when these came in, they required refurbishment, so we had the whole lot completely changed over and painted in this beautiful gloss black colour that you'll see on the inside of the spokes, and then had a diamond cut finish across the front. So they do look slightly different to the sort of standard wheels that you would get on the car. They are, in fact, obviously the same ones from the factory, but just with a different finish. And I hope you agree that the sort of black accents on the wheels really go beautifully with things like the gloss black around the mirror housing, the high gloss shadow line that goes all around the car, the black roof, because this one has the panoramic roof, black roof rails, and then we also upgraded the front with a black M4 style grille as well. So just a couple of very, very small changes to the car, which we really feel kind of enhances the overall look of it. Additional parts to the M Sport Plus package is the privacy glass that you see at the back. And then on the inside of the car, you also have Harman Kardon sound system, and then we also have this really nice blue brake calipers down here as well. So yeah, that's the sort of the additional parts on the outside of the car. So we'll sort of talk you through the spec on the inside. Overall, the condition is absolutely beautiful. Car's done just over 38,000 miles. Obviously, apart from the odd stone chipping that you're bound to get on any car, the overall condition of the bodywork is absolutely beautiful. There's no dents, no scratches or marks or anything like that to point out to you. As I said, all 4 wheels have just been done, so they're all completely unmarked. I won't go around showing each individual one. Just take it from me that they're all completely perfect. They also have very, very recent tyres on the back, and only part worn on the front as well. So no sort of expensive maintenance jobs to come across over the next sort of 6 months or so. The car features an electric tailgate, and that can be remotely done from the key or from the button on the inside of the car. And then, as with all of the 3 Series Tourings, a really nice feature is actually the split tailgate, so that the top section here can open. You can either sort of just drop your shopping in, or it's actually very useful if you have dogs or things like that. You can actually pull up somewhere in the summer, and obviously they get full air, but hopefully without being able to jump out. So that's all very nice and useful. The inside of the car, in the boot area, is in fantastic condition, as we'll see. It's also been upgraded with this storage package, so you have a number of different sort of items in here. This luggage net you can put a box in the back of the car to stop it from rolling around, and then we also have different sort of points for segregating off parts of the boot, as well as sort of luggage straps for carrying bottles and hanging bags and things like that on the hooks in the back. Also have a 12-volt socket in the back, and then through to here, all of your first aid kit and everything like that. Warning triangle up here in the tailgate, and additional sort of storage nets and things like that down there. Just move this and that. You've got all your toolkit with your locking wheel nut, towing eye cover, and other parts of the storage package there. And then underneath here we also have under boot storage area as well. So yeah, really nice and easy to use. Everything in here. It's also a 40-40-20 split on the seat, so you can put the center one down and put long items in. We come around to the inside here. all in absolutely beautiful condition, full black Dakota leather all the way through. And you also have the storage nets on the backs of the seats there as well, and all in very, very nice order. Round to the front, sport seats in the front here. These are also heated. And you have the pull-out section at the front there as the sport seat, as well as multiple sort of adjustments and things like that. And if we come in, you can actually see things like the driver's bolster has barely got anywhere on it at all in really lovely condition. Open up the front center armrest. You've got your phone cradle plug-in. It's completely optional. You can also use Bluetooth, obviously, to wirelessly connect your phone. And then we also have the auxiliary sockets and USB sockets in there as well for your external devices, charging your phone and sort of playing podcasts and things like that. Through to the driver's side. Also, just noticed, pointing these ones out, you've got these lovely LED lights that light up underneath the door handles, so you can see that easily at night. Coming into the controls on the door, the car features power folding door mirrors. These are the Harman Kardon speakers that I spoke about earlier on, and you also get the slightly lighter silver grills on the speakers further down. The car features automatic headlights and automatic windscreen wipers. The control just there on the stalk, and again, not all of the 3 Series have this, but this is part of the storage package as well. It's just a handy cubby hole. Seems a bit mean that they don't include that on all cars, but this particular one has it. And then we're also greeted by the full black panel display in here. So if we start the engine, if I had the key, that might help. Let me just go and get that 1 second. There we go. 2 of these by the way. So foot on the brake and press the start stop button.
I've turned a corner
and everything will flash up on here. So as you'll see, you have like a digital display that's down here. If you don't have the full black panel display as an option on the car, then that will just be sort of normal traditional gauges and things like that. Whereas this is actually quite nice. You can sort of go through the different driving modes, and it will change the information that comes up on the digital screen there, as well as also provide things like your sat nav instructions and sort of any warnings about the car. So if the door is open or anything like that, it'll actually come down and tell you just down there. We'll see the mileage today, 38,342, and additional sort of bits and pieces on here. We've got this beautiful M Sport steering wheel. We have cruise control here on the steering wheel, as well as all your controls for your media functions and your telephone and voice control. And we also have the paddle shift gear change as well. You don't have to put it into a specific manual mode to use that. You can just override any while you're driving and just pull the paddle up or down to take over control of the gears manually. Across on the main stalk here, we'll see we have 2 buttons. One is the onboard computer, so it cycles through the different sections on the screen up here. And then we also have high beam assist, which so this car's been upgraded with something called the Visability Package, which upgrades the xenon headlights to cornering lights, so like adaptive cornering lights, and also helps with things like parking. When you turn the wheel, the fog light will sort of light up the area next to you. And then it also has the high beam assist as well, so it'll automatically dim the lights when someone's driving towards you at night. All works very, very well and quite easy to use. Further enhancements, we have a full professional media package. This gives the digital radio, as we'll see here, through to the media section, and we have a DVD player up on the screen so here, so you can actually watch movies when you're not moving. Music collection, which is a hard drive, so you can actually put CDs into the car, download music directly onto it. And then external devices, this has been upgraded with the enhanced Bluetooth. Not all of the cars have this. A lot of them do actually have connections for your phone, for voice calls, but they don't actually have it for media streaming and things like that, so you would actually have to hardwire the phone in. This one you can use, you can stream music, podcasts, things like Spotify and everything like that directly from your phone without having to plug it in, which is a really nice, easy to use function. And then obviously all of your other connections for auxiliary, USB and the bits and pieces that shows you down here. Also a feature of the professional media package is the widescreen satellite navigation. We can change this here so you have the full view. Really, again, lovely and easy to use. it has a sort of Google Earth kind of appearance to it, and then also has all full things like traffic reports and everything like that as well. Covers you for the whole of Western Europe, so you don't need to sort of swap discs or anything like that. And then you also have, because this has the larger touchpad style one, when you're actually putting an input in, just use it on the touchpad. And it just stops you from having to sort of cycle through all the different features there. So that's actually quite useful, and you can also use that for like searching through your phone book and things like that as well. So that's the sat-nav system. We have the telephone menu in here as well, so that you can sort of access all of your phone book and make calls directly from there. And then if we come through to the sort of vehicle information area, this is a sort of, you've got like full setups for everything on the car, as well as all the additional information. So this one has tyre pressure monitoring, so it won't work at the moment because we haven't driven anywhere, but after about half a mile it will take a reading on all the tyres and give you the individual tyre pressure readings for those. The car doesn't feature a dipstick, so again it's an electronic reading up on here. And if we come through to here, this will tell you what servicing is required and when. So we are in October 2020 at the moment, and it's showing that there's no servicing required until the earliest one would be October 2022 for a brake fluid service. Engine oil service has just been done as well, so that is October 2022 or 13,000 miles, depending on which one comes sooner. Vehicle check, same. Front brake pads have 28,000 miles worth of wear left on them, and the rear brake pads have recently been changed and they have 45,000 miles worth of wear left on them as well. So absolutely nothing to do there. That screen also will give you the full sort of service history readouts if it's been to BMW, which this car has. It was Barons of Hindhead, that's their sort of dealer number up there. And so again, you can actually come in and look at each individual thing that was done at either one time. So you can see that the first service was done in 2017 at 11,000 miles. 2018 the brake fluid service was carried out, and then 2019 had a really major service with all of the things like spark plugs and everything like that as well. And then we've just had brake fluid and engine oil service and all filters and everything like that as well changed as well. Because it's we use an independent garage, that unfortunately doesn't come up onto the main screen, but obviously we have supporting evidence for invoices and things that we will give you. Quite a fun thing is the sport display button, so this will basically work up on the main screen here and give you that. It's something you probably play with on the way home and then never use again. And that pretty much sort of concludes everything on that main screen up there. We have dual zone climate control, so separate temperatures for driver and passenger. 3-stage heated seats for driver and passenger as well. And then all down here, your sport buttons for the different driving modes, or your Eco Pro button as well. We also have front and rear parking sensors. So it'll actually not only be audible, but it will come up on the screen here and show you which parking sensor is being used at any one time. So again, it's all nice and easy to use. The petrol model itself, so we've not really had a huge amount of these. They are quite a rare model. The sound of the car is not particularly impressive on the outside, but we do have sound that is actually piped into the car, and again, depending on what mode you're in, will actually get louder. I don't know how well that's going to pick it up. It sounds absolutely awesome out on the roads. It's a funny one. Obviously, a lot of people that were fans of the 6-cylinder BMWs, especially the petrols, really sort of missed the idea of having that having the sound on these models. Like I said, the 330 has also now gone to a full 4-cylinder engine, and the only 6-cylinder variant is the 328i. But it's 250 odd brake horsepower, as near as gives no difference, and it actually sounds really nice on the out on the road, and has a really lovely sort of throaty noise to it. Obviously it is fake noise, but it does actually work extremely well, and the sort of general overall torque and feel to the car is actually very impressive, a lot more impressive than I originally thought. So hopefully that's sort of just introduce this model for you a little bit. It's a little bit different to the others, but obviously completely covered for London in the ULEZ ultra low emission zone, and is actually a really nice alternative. Obviously a lot better on fuel than the 6-cylinder versions, and like I said, does actually sound nice and is pretty quick. I think that's pretty much it. Obviously I didn't actually show you the panoramic sunroof. That's in here, and also features the electric blind as well. I'll just pop this across. It's got to be tint onto the screen, so you don't really need to use the blind too much, because it actually does block a lot of the sunlight out. But that's a tilt and slide system, and this will literally just drop down and pull all the way across. So it's a very, very nice option to have, quite an expensive option from new, and one that's extremely sought after. So there you go. I hope this has been useful for you. If you have any further questions, or you'd like to organise a test drive, or you have some finance figures you'd like us to run through, then please do contact us through our website, which is jajarvis.co.uk. I'd be more than happy to help. And yeah, if you have a part exchange for value, again, we'll be happy to give you a quotation on that. Thank you very much again for watching, and we'll see you next time.